Production management is vital to any business that wants to compete in the world we live in. Manufacturing is where value is added into production of services or products. There are a lot of terms involved in manufacturing, like human activity, machines, tools, and others. So, manufacturing is an industrial process where raw materials are transformed into finished products. Once the processes exist, managing their operations involves planning and controlling labor, capital, and material. Most important operations in manufacturing are basically planning and controlling the flow of material. An example of this is when the right materials in the right quantities are not available at the right time. The process cannot produce what and how it should. There are some factors that affect the manufacturing process, and those factors are divided in external and internal. Some external factors are government, economy, quality, competition, customer expectations, and weather. An example of internal factors are supplies, machinery, and people. For example, in supplies, you need to find a good supplier to have your right materials in the right time. If not, all your machinery could be stopped and all your production. As well as for people need to be focused and have the will to work in the process.
Tyson Foods was founded in 1935 in Arkansas, United States. It is one of the largest meat and poultry processors. It also sells a wide variety of products, which goes from beef, pork, and poultry. One of the products come from sausages, bacon, and so on. This company is one of the leading distributors across the United States, supplying most of the supermarkets and grocery stores. It also supplies a lot of pizza restaurants and pizza chains. They have some products such as pepperoni, sausages, beef toppings, and so on. There are many kinds of sausages, which will be shown in the next table. However, we will focus on turkey sausages. About transformation value. We have to remember that from the beginning of the process, value is added to the product. We also have to remember that each process grants value to the product until it reaches its final form. In this case, our product follows the following processes: selecting of the ingredients, which is very important, grinding of the beef, mixing it, stuffing it, and thermal processing. What do companies want to achieve with our product? Do they want to achieve a social function or a profit? Well, many food products belong to the first necessity products. Those products should have a social function because everybody should be able to buy them. However, turkey sausages is not one of these products. So the company that produces turkey sausages want to achieve profit. And to achieve that, they only have to follow two rules: to satisfy demand and to produce them at a competitive price. Now, about operation management. This organizes and controls most activities related to adding value to the product. Its objective is to ensure business profitability by satisfying the demand. This is done by finding the right product, the right time to sell it, and the right place or the right people. In this case, the Americans are a good market to sell because, according to some statistics, 241 million of Americans consume turkey sausages. To put this into perspective, the total US population is 322 million people. So it is clear that the market is well found. Now, the other task that operation management has to do is to ensure that this product is produced in an economical way. This is done by ensuring that labor and equipment will be used efficiently.
Tyson foods are the top sellers of sausages in America, and they produce more than 1,500 million pounds of sausage annually. Due to the high demand they have, the production type and the manufacturing strategy is make to stock, where all the sausages are produced in a daily high amounts and sent to inventory. That's because the delivery lead time is on the ship and it makes like the manufacturing, the assemble, the inventory, and then all this is made to stock. The requirements for sausage meats are also covered in the standard that we have in the norms of Tyson foods are the top sellers of sausages in America, and they produce more than 1,500 million pounds of sausage annually. Due to the high demand they have, the production type and the manufacturing strategy is make to stock, where all the sausages are produced in a daily high amounts and sent to inventory. That's because the delivery lead time is on the ship and it makes like the manufacturing, the assemble, the inventory, and then all this is made to stock. The requirements for sausage meats are also covered in the standard that we have in the norms of Mexico. We can see in the chart that it would appear the compositional quality requirements about the meat is 50% of the raw meat. In what it respects about quality, it is followed by the Mexican official standards in force, and there are four principles: the General Law of Health, Customs Law, Federal Consumer Protection Act, Federal Animal Health Law. And so are these like the determination in ashes in food, the food determination in proteins, the ethereal extract in food, the nitrites in sausages, and the aerobic mesoleic bacteria. And this is to have like you can be sure that it has no pollution or salmonella in that food. The determination of the activities related with human health, it requires the Ministry of Health or the state governments to obtain within a period an authorization that may take a form that it would be sanitary license, sanitary permit, or sanitary registry. And this license, it generally valid for 2 years and it must be validated in the next year.